This is my almost finished a scrap yarn stripe project. It's a pullover knitted from bottom up, mostly done in Stockinette Stitch. 3x1 ribbon at the sleeves, knit 3 purl 1 ribbing at the sleeves and at the bottom of the body. The yoke. The lace yoke is decreasing smoothly and transitioning into 2x2 rib. The 2x2 rib is becoming the neckband of the pullover. In this video, I'd like to show the finishing up techniques. So from 2x2 ribbing, I am going to transition into 1x1 ribbing. Then, as a preparation for invisible bind off, I am going to knit 4 or 6 rounds of double stockinette stitch. It's also called double-sided 1x1 rib. And then, with a piece of yarn and tapestry needle, I will bind off the neckband. Maybe you would like to use these or one of these finishing up techniques in one of your projects. Now, how to change from 2x2 ribbing into 1x1 ribbing. Start at the beginning of the round. The stitch marker indicates the beginning of the round. I will be working with a set of 4 at a time, 4 stitches at a time, 2 knit stitches, 2 purl stitches. Knit the first stitch and slip the next knit stitch. Keep it in front of the work. Purl the first purl stitch. Put the slipped stitch back on the needle knit and purl the second purl stitch. Knit the first knit stitch and slip the next knit stitch. Keep it in front of the work. Purl the first purl stitch. Get the slip stitch back on the needle knit and purl the second purl stitch. Notice that I am knitting the knit stitches and purling the purl stitches. I am just flipping the position of 2 middle stitches in the set of 4 to make a new 1x1 rib stitch pattern. Work with another set of 4 stitches. Knit the first stitch, the first knit stitch. The second knit stitch can always be secured with a lock-in marker. Let it hang in front of the work. Purl the first purl stitch. Put the slip stitch back on the needle, knit, and purl the second purl stitch. Continue on up until you're done with the last set of 4 stitches of the round. The transition from 2x2 ribbon into 1x1 ribbon is completed, and now it's time for a double stockinette, which is knit 1, bring the yarn forward, slip the next one, yarn to the back, which is the repeat. Very simple, just doing the 2 stitches repeat across the round. Knit 1, yarn forward, slip the next one, yarn to the back, knit 1, yarn forward, slip the next one, purlwise, yarn to the back, knit 1, yarn in front, slip the next one, yarn to the back, knit 1, yarn in front, slip the next one, purlwise, yarn to the back. In round 2 of double stockinette, the stitches that were worked in the previous round, which were the knit stitches, are going to be slipped, and the stitches that were slipped in the previous round, which were the purl stitches, are going to be worked. I'm going to slip the knit stitches and purl the purl stitches in round 2 of double stockinette. Again, 2 stitches repeat across the round. Yarn to the back, slip the knit stitch purlwise, bring the yarn forward, purl the purl stitch. Yarn to the back, slip the knit purlwise, bring the yarn forward, purl the purl stitch. Slip the knit purlwise, yarn forward, purl the purl stitch, slip the knit stitch, bring the yarn forward, purl the purl stitch. Continue on in the same manner to the very end of the round. That's how the neckband is looking like after completing the 2 rounds of double stockinette stitch. I'm going to knit 2 more rounds of double stockinette. The round 3 is going to be the same as round 1, which is knit the knits and slip the purls with the yarn in front. And round 4 of double stockinette is going to be the same as round 2, which is slip the knits purlwise, yarn to the back, and purl the purls. That's it for the double stockinette. Now it's time to bind off. The invisible, also known as tubular 1x1 rib bind off, is coming up in the next video. Please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share the tutorial. See you in the next video.